AI is coming for your job. It's coming for my job. It's coming for all jobs. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but sooner rather than later. In this video, I'm going to be showing you which jobs are most at risk and what that really means for 2026. Every few months, there's a new update or a new AI tool that gives a promise of it's going to change how work gets done. And so to say, we are seeing it. So in this video, I'm going to be walking us through specific AI development that we are seeing. And we are going to be looking at what jobs are they likely to change in the next couple of months or specifically in 2026. So follow me. For those new around here, my name is Samson. I'm a data scientist and I lead a data science and AI team at a company called Free to Move. Now, number one, agentic AI and autonomous agents. Let me start with one of the biggest AI developments right now. And this one is very important. It's called agentic AI or autonomous agents. And if that sounds technical, let me explain it in a very simple way. You know, before now, most AI systems were reactive. You type something in, it responds with some sort of response. Things like text completion, you're typing something, you see some suggestions, this is what you should type. It will summarize text for you, answer questions. That was classic AI. That's what most of us are used to. But agentic AI is different. These AI systems can take a task, they'll break it down, complete it on their own without you guiding every step. And that's what people mean when they say, when they talk about agentic AI or autonomous agents. And a very clear example of this is what ChatGPT agent AI is trying to do. Or should I say OpenAI is trying to do. Basically, instead of you just asking ChatGPT questions, you can now ask it to do things, real tasks. You can say something like, look at my calendar and brief me on my upcoming meetings, or analyze 3 competitors and create a slide deck for this project and stuff like that, or plan a meal and handle the shopping list, or book a flight for me to Toronto and on specific dates, and it's going to do all of that. Now, ChatGPT doesn't just reply with text it will go through websites, it will analyze information, it will run codes if needed, and it will deliver actual outputs like documents, spreadsheets, registering something into your calendar. When I saw this, the first thing I thought to myself was, oh, this is beginning to look like a personal assistant. And the interesting thing is, it's not just ChatGPT. If you're familiar with Google Gemini, you would also know that they are also making similar advancements, especially around integrating AI agents into things that we use every day, like Gmail, Google Drive, Calendar. So what does this really mean? These agents can now undo end-to-end workflows. They can connect to systems, work with APIs, manage tasks, and do real operational work without a human watching over every step. Which brings me now to the jobs that this might likely affect. And the first job I want to talk about is customer service agents. Let's start because that's the obvious one. There's been a lot of debate around this. Many people say that when they call customer care, they want to speak to a real human being, not an AI chatbot. Even with all that resistance, companies are still moving in one clear direction. Take, for example, Amazon. Most of the time when you contact support, you are talking to a chatbot first. Banks, also the same thing. You check balances, disputes, transactions, or you want to reset your card without ever speaking to a human. And you might not even know. Look at telecom companies too. You call in and the first voice you hear is a robot asking you to press 1 or 2 or 3 before you get to a real person. It's happening everywhere. Whether we like it or not, personally, I like to speak to a human being. I want to lay a complaint, but it is what it is. From a business perspective, it makes complete sense. AI customer service is available 24/7. It does not need breaks. It doesn't call in sick, and it can handle thousands of customers at the same time. I think the cost-saving benefit is what we have to think about here. It can't be denied. So now in 2026, I think that we are going to see a huge reduction in customer service jobs, especially entry-level positions. So if you work in customer service right now, this is your sign to start developing skills that go beyond just answering calls. The second job I want to sort of talk about is an assistant role or personal assistant role. Okay, so earlier when I was describing the ChatGPT agentic AI, you probably noticed I said something like, this feels like having a personal assistant. And that's exactly why I personally think another set of jobs that will be heavily affected by this new development and the continued development of AI are personal assistants, administrative assistants, and roles around that space. Because now you can literally give ChatGPT a schedule and ask it to arrange your day for you, and it will. You can ask it to draft documents, summarize conversations, organize information, and it will actually do it. Of course, the quality at which it will do it might not be like a human. And of course, you might also lose the human interaction, which we cannot deny cannot be priced. But if you ever worked as an admin assistant, you know the job is mostly about keeping things moving, managing calendars, scheduling meetings, responding to emails, following up on stuff, updating documents, and making sure nothing goes unresponsive. But unfortunately, there are already tools doing a lot of these things. Maybe they can't handle every single thing yet, like complex customer inquiries or very sensitive situations or informations, but for the most part, they can already handle a good majority of the task. You can ask these tools to draft emails, summarize long email threads, organize files, and even remind you about follow-ups, and they do exactly that. And some companies are already testing and using AI-powered front desk, where visitors check in digitally, requests are sort of routed automatically, and there's no receptionist or administrative assistant sitting at the desk. It's simply just AI handling the process, which is actually crazy when you think about it. So in my personal opinion, I think roles like administrative assistant, personal assistant, and similar support roles will most likely be affected by these shifts as AI continues to improve. Next up on our list is multimodal content generation. It means exactly what you think it means. It is AI that can work with everything at once, like text, images, audio, and video, all in one go. Now, I know most of you are already familiar with AI. You've tried ChatGPT. Maybe you've played with Midjourney or DALL-E for memes or fun images, or Nano Banana or something like that. But what's happening now is next level. We're talking AI that can literally take a prompt and make an entire piece of content. So tools like Google VO3 are amazing examples. You can literally generate videos straight from a text prompt. Like I could say, generate a video of luggage, or generate a video of a traveler going to Toronto or to Vancouver or at the airport, and give it very detailed explanation, and it will do exactly just that. And I'm pretty sure it's just the beginning. AI is going to get even more better at creating more complex videos. Honestly, I think with the way things are moving, I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing full AI movies made purely from prompts in the next few years. And we've already seen a taste of it. For example, Coca-Cola made an ad strictly using AI this past Christmas. People frowned at it for sure, but it was done, and that's the reality we are headed towards. So what are the jobs this new development is going to affect? Just from the top of my head, I would say number one, graphic designers. With tools like Google VO, Gemini, and even ChatGPT image generation, you can create logos, images, or marketing visuals just from a prompt. Isn't that crazy? I'm not saying human creativity isn't important. And of course, we know that a good designer has that human touch that we just cannot pay for. But a lot of the entry-level work with logos, stock images, basic marketing materials can now be generated by AI almost instantly. People are putting in prompts, getting the images they need, and moving on. That's the reality. So I think this development is going to affect graphic designers. The second job I think this is going to affect are also videographers and translators. I don't think AI will wipe out the entire profession, but it's definitely going to refine the space. AI can already do basic edits, add captions, even translate speech into multiple languages: Spanish, French, Japanese, you name it. Imagine shooting a video in English and having AI automatically dub it into any language. It's already happening right now on YouTube. This video can be watched in several languages. Try it out. You can actually watch this video in French, and you will see me speaking French like as if I'm a native speaker. That's insane, but it's happening. So entry-level video editors and translators, you are going to have to level up. Focus on the creative, high value part of the job, the things AI still can't replicate. There's even research predicting that entry level roles could shrink significantly over the next 5 years due to the advancement of AI. I know that was a lot. I know some of you might be feeling anxious right now, especially if you work in one of the fields or know someone who does. And this is not really about doom and gloom. This is about being informed so you can be prepared. I don't think AI is going to go away. AI is not going to go away. It's not slowing down, and pretending it's not happening is not going to help anyone. The best thing we can do is face our new reality. So what can you do actually if you are in one of these high risk jobs or you're worried about your future? First, start upskilling right now. Not next month, not next year, right now. Learn the skills that AI cannot replicate. That's like creativity, emotional intelligence, complex problem solving, strategic thinking, relationship building, leadership. These are skills, communication. These are skills that are going to be very valuable in an AI driven world, and it will keep you employed. Second, learn how to work with AI. Join the wagon of those who are using AI and probably can make it better. A lot of jobs aren't going to disappear completely. They are going to transform. And that's the key word, transform. The people who figure out how to use AI as a tool to enhance their work, to make themselves 10 times more productive, are the ones who are going to thrive. So don't see AI as the enemy. See it as a tool that can make you better at what you do. Third, stay flexible. Be willing to pivot if you think you want to do that. The job market is changing faster than ever before, and the people who are going to succeed are the ones who can adapt quickly, learn new things, and aren't too attached to doing things the way they've always done it in the past. So if your industry is being disrupted, don't wait until you lose your job to start looking for alternatives. Start exploring now. One more thing I would say is don't panic, but also don't be complacent. The people who are going to get left behind are the ones who refuse to acknowledge that things are changing. The people who are going to win are the ones who see what's coming and are prepared for it. All right, that's it for today's video. Now, I really want to hear from you guys. Do you agree with this list? Do you think I missed any jobs that are at serious risk? And are you working in any of these fields? If so, what's your plan? What are you doing to prepare? And let's have a real conversation in the comments, because I genuinely think that this is something we all need to be talking about even more openly. If you found this video helpful, or if it just made you think, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I promise to be a lot more consistent now. And I'll be back soon with even more videos. Thank you so much, and see you soon. Bye.